Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you follow my channel, then you probably have seen this cabinet that my day gecko and Anoles vivariums sit on. And it's been on my mind for the last 3 years to turn this cabinet into a vivarium. Well, a few days ago, I woke up in the morning to find this. It looks like winter is suddenly here. And that means no more cutting grass or working in the garden, no more sitting on the back porch watching birds or going out into the woods. And winter is a good time for building new vivariums and upgrading enclosures. So I decided I'd start by turning this cabinet into a vivarium. So the first thing I needed to do was attach a screen to the top. So I marked where that would go, leaving myself plenty of room for lights. And I used 1" by 2" pieces of wood and screws and a lot of Gorilla Glue and attached that to build a frame around the entire top. And with that in place, I cut a piece of screen and put another frame just like this to hold the screen in between the two. And the finished screen top looks like this. And I'm really happy with it. It's very sturdy and tight. There's no way I could lay this cabinet down to make a background, which made it a little bit of a challenge. But I collected some bark off of a fallen tree and used spray foam to fix the bark on the background. After that cured, I cut away the excess foam and used silicone to cover any empty spaces with substrate. And the finished background looked like this. I wanted to make a door that would be just one piece, and this is where I had to get a little bit creative. I found a picture frame that was the right size and attached it backwards to the front of the enclosure. Then I built a frame out of 1/2" square pieces of wood and glued that to a panel of glass. This piece is easy to take on and off, and it's held in place with the tabs that held the glass into the picture frame to begin with. I'm really happy with how this enclosure turned out. I set up the enclosure with some more bark and a gnarled limb that came from the same tree as the bark on the background. But after building it, I realized it's much too small for my leopard gecko Laverne, which is what I would have liked. But I do have an idea for what this vivarium would be perfect for. And I'm not quite ready for that yet, so for now I'm going to leave that for a future video. But this will make a decent temporary enclosure for Laverne for a few days while I work on her current enclosure. I've decided to remodel the cabinet enclosure that she's currently in, and she'll be getting new glass sliding doors and a nicer looking background. So for today, I'll leave you with some shots of Laverne checking out this new enclosure to see what she thinks of it.